What is up, guys? This is Synchronize here. Welcome back to Minecraft. Today I'm going to be, we are going to be taking a look at one of the battle scenes from the new Clash of Clans Minecraft 2. Well, Clash of Clans in Minecraft 2 map. This is going to be the surface battle. I do also have a beneath the surface battle that consists of ice caves and stuff, but I'll just show you this bit first and we'll get into the other bit later. So there is going to be a spruce forest covering much of the outsides of the map. Like the other one, there'll be a barrier that you just can't get past, but I think I should make it spruce trees this time and not just a massive wall, because some of you guys out there are actually pretty good at the parkour and you were able to get up and out the map. No, we're not having that again. Anyway, for this one, we've got sort of a frozen, deserted market town. We actually have capture points in the centre of this town, but let's say we started from over here. So we've got these kind of ominous looking plants just standing about, just waiting for mates, you know, as you do. Little market stall here. This is actually based on one of the ones in... It's not the same as, but it's quite similar to the ones in Mine C. Or Mines. However you like to call it. Whatever you like to call it. Call it Mine C or Mines. Depending on how I'm feeling. I feel like a Mine Z today though. Over here we've got a little ruined house that people can, again, parkour. If you're good at it, you can probably jump, not double jump, as in going to fly, but onto there and then jump across here and then up there and on this roof over here, all that sort of stuff. So that's pretty cool. Be good for you guys who like to play Archer. Obviously you can also go on the trees as well. All this sort of stuff. These capture points, they will give your teams abilities just like the ones that I had in the arena I showed you, except if your team stands on this one, there'll be like a row of lights or a score on the side, and once it reaches 10, your team gets the ability. But of course the other team can then capture it for their side by standing on the pressure plate. The reason there's two of them is so that one team goes on one team goes on the other, so you don't have like two people going on the same one at once, because that just wouldn't work. It would just stay at like a 5 or something. And the way this system's going to work is, if say your score is 1, then your strength, or might even be weakness then when your score reaches 1, although that'll probably be when your score is 0, but if your score is neutral, which it will be at the start of the game, it'll be 5, you'll be normal. As your score increases, say I was a red team, as my score increases by standing on this pressure plate, my strength, or my speed, or whatever my stat is for my race will also increase. But for the blue team, while the red team is increasing, the blue team, their stuff is decreasing. They're going away from 5. And that means they'll go from really strong to probably pretty weak. It'll be like weakness 1, weakness 2, maybe even weakness 3 at the most. So that is one nice little feature I'm going to add. Again, these are just meant to fit in with a wintry scene and just look like mini mountains of snow. Over here we have like a kind of sewer system, kind of frozen river running through. Quite liked this tree being in the middle of it all. We've got a bit of a path going along here. Whoa, simmer down, computer. I mean, I haven't been on you for a few days, but I do actually have exams at the moment, if you guys didn't know that already, although I'm sure some of you did. I'm not going to be able to make many videos after this one, just for a wee while. It's going to be about 2 weeks instead of 1 week till my next video after this one, just because of my exams, and I do want to get like a decent mark in all of them, except geography. Never mind that. The underworld, there's going to be multiple entrances. This is one of them, currently occupied by the squid. The other one is along here. Sorry, there's more than just these two. There's actually 3. The other one's along here, and I've got a similar thing to my adventure map, where you stand on the black wheel and it would teleport you off and away. And there is also one over here beside this house. Well, there would be. So you jump in here and teleport thing, like in the Clash of Clans build maps. As for the like Clash of Clans itself, I am actually just going to go for relatively similar layout, but it's not going to be boring and flat. I am actually going to add some scenery to it. So similar scenery to what we're seeing here. There's going to be like layers of snow, paths, and all that sort of nice stuff, not just boring flat land. I think that was one of the downsides to my last one. It was very boring and flat, and the only kind of land features themselves were the walls, really. Over here we do actually have like an enchanting bit where I can come over to enchant my stuff. Of course, enchanting would be using the money that you get, or XP, as you normal people call it. Although I am quite tempted to use kills as the currency. I'm not sure how many. It would kind of defeat the purpose on some of the things, but I think if I was to have a Dark Elixir barracks that used kills as the currency, that might be a way to go around it. So my Dark Elixir barracks, I believe I showed you that in my previous video, that would be the kills barracks, and the other one would just stay as the gold barracks. Even though troops are trained, of course, with elixir, it's just we can't really do normal elixir. So this is it for the surface map so far. Hope you enjoyed this bit. I'm just going to switch worlds and I'll be back with you in a second. Hey guys, so this is us back in the other world. This is going to be the underworld as such. The ceiling is not going to be open. I only did this for the aesthetics at the moment. I did actually start building this on a server, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute, I could add this to my map. This would be pretty cool. So I just downloaded the mod, which is World Downloader, and I copied it out and put it in here. That's why there's all these other kind of shitty builds floating about. But not my one. My one's good, honest. So I'm thinking at the moment that one of the spawn spots for coming out in the underworld could be along here. Now along here you have this option to jump, and if you shift you take a lot of damage for this, but down here there's like a little room, and if you press that button maybe it could give you like a bonus to kills or bonus to a certain ability but leave you slow, which you'd be quite vulnerable if you were slow and you'd taken a considerable amount of damage. You can actually scale this waterfall if you jump up here, 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 and do one of those jumps. You can get round and work your way along. Haven't actually done that much on this side of the map, but I do think for doing this by hand, I believe this was quite nice. I started off and I was just making like a little waterfall feature because I can't even remember what exactly I was doing the water feature for, but I was making a water feature in a little cave, and I was like, oh, this would be quite cool if I made this into an arena. So I made it into like a little arena bit, and this is what I've got, yeah. So, oops, without falling into the lava, I would advise you don't walk backwards. In here is going to be like a large cave, and there's going to be stalagmites and stalagmites. I'm not sure if stalagmites is a word, but I know there's the top ones and the bottom ones, and there's going to be the top ones that are just going to be like these, but the bottom ones, there's going to be like a massive river running through there, and the river is going to be pretty much inescapable. You can only go back, so it'll be like a long distance across, and you can only go back, and the enemy team are going to be trying to make their way across, and you're going to be trying to make your way across, and everyone will be falling about, and I just think that'd be quite a nice bit to go at. The one option I have with it is, instead of having like ladders on both sides that people could just like swim across and get up, is that there is only one way out, which is like off to the side, and so both teams, if either team falls in, or if either person from either team falls in, then they're both going to have to try and make their way out like this side, which could lead to some fighting on the way, which is what we want. We want there to be like constant kind of battle between the two teams. Yeah, so that's all I've got for you guys at the moment. I think it's going pretty well so far. I've already showed you the Dark Barracks and the Clan Castle. I will try and work on this when I can, but as I said earlier, I do actually have exams at the moment, and it's hard to find time in between. I've actually got an hour slot between my revision at the moment for doing this video. So let's hope I don't fuck this one up. Yeah. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you again next time. Also, massive thank you for 100 subscribers. You guys are amazing. Just stick around.